Hello everybody and welcome back to some more Pokemon Platinum PokéRadar FateLocke. In the last episode we made our way through Route 210, minus the fog of course, clearing all of the trainers in sight because we used defog, and we caught a couple of really cool Pokemon as well, being a Miltank and a Bagon. And if you guys are new to the series, you might be like, Miltank and Bagon, you can't find those there. You can with the PokéRadar! So the twist of this playthrough shone through really bright last episode with two awesome additions. And another part of the twist for this episode is also going to shine through because we're going to use the Super Rod in this town. And you might be like, you can't get the Super Rod until the after game. In this playthrough, you can. So we're going to have some fun with that today. But I need to give a shout out to somebody before I start this episode. Not anybody in the audience, but this loser right here. This guy, you see this guy? I talked to him off screen, and he was like, wow, your Pokemon loves you so much. Here, have a great ball. And that reminds me, I need to buy Pokeballs. Because last episode, yes, we caught a Miltank, but look what it did to our Pokeball reserves. We've got like nothing except the Great Ball that he gave us. And, you know, regular Pokeballs, which, you know, not to knock regular Pokeballs, but I'm pretty sure I might not be able to catch today's Pokemon with a Pokeball. It would put up quite a fight, and we might have to run away because it could be a really high level. This guy's gonna give me an analog watch. Not interested in your analog watch, my friend. The year is 2019! Your fellow boy uses analog watch on Poketch app to tell the time. It's a beautiful story. I can see that on like TLC. Guys, this is the future. Look at it. Look at this! What time is that? Genuinely don't know. Hey, the time it would take me to figure it out. I could just go over here and tell you guys, excuse me, excuse me, excuse me. It's 1303, it's 202. It's 202, basic 203, whatever you want to say. I digress. I've memed enough. I made fun of the poor black belt in his home with no friends. Let's continue. I've been there, I have no friends. Let's continue on. This lady says there's no Pokemart in this town. But you can buy and sell items in this house here, which is where I'm gonna buy my Pokemon balls. Because this old lady and this old man sell me some good stuff. This guy sells me Dusk Balls, ooh, Quick Balls, ooh, and Timer Balls, yes! Let's buy 20 Quick Balls, because we're gonna need those for the rest of the playthrough. I mean, they're probably not necessary. We need 20 of these. Not that I record at night anymore, or ever. I never record at night, that was the joke. Let's buy 10 Timer Balls. I know, we have money, and we're always gonna have money, because once I do training, we have the socialites, we're gonna be stacked on the cash front for a long time. And let's just buy like 40 Ultra Balls. Sure, money's not gonna be an issue, guys, trust in this. Trust the process. We always have, you know, moo moo milk. We're fine, we're fine, we're fine, it's okay. We have plenty of Pokeballs now. Let's finish exploring the city, and then I already talked to you, what am I doing? Is there an item here? There's not? Excuse me, there's an item down there. I knew that. There's a house right there. We'll get to that in a second. Luckily, this town does not have very much to explore, so we can get right into the action. But I like to talk to everybody in case they give me an item like Great Ball Man in the Pokemon Center that reminded me to buy Pokeballs. He's a blessing. Not that I would have forgot anyways, because I probably would have started the episode and then came here and then be like, oh yeah, we don't have any Pokeballs. So really, he didn't need his shout out. I should just cut him right out of the video. Erase him from the planet. You guys know how it is? Anyways, yeah, we're from Twin Leaf Town. We're from really far away. I would like to not know about Misprit. I did not waste all my time coming here to learn about a Pokemon that I could just Google. Once again, this town's full of old people. They don't know about the Google, and look at the old people town gives you an analog watch. Why is that a thing? There's digital for a reason. Is there literally anybody out there that prefers analog? Like, that's alive? Like, why would you prefer analog? It's a waste of time. Look down, 204, you got it. Why figure it out if they tell you? I know our generation's lazy, and I'm not gonna fish in this pond. We're gonna fish in the other pond because we're gonna be rebels. So anyways, for those of you that don't know, I started this adventure with the PokéRadar. And to do that, I started with every single key item in the game. We're holding the red chain that the guy we're gonna meet today is looking for. So let's not tell him that. But what I'm trying to get at here is I have the Super Rod, which is an item that you can only get in the after game normally. And I am allowed to use it in this playthrough. However, I wasn't allowed to use it up until last episode. Last episode, I was able to pick up and find the item on Route 210, I believe is the route. I was able to find the beautiful item, dun 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 dun, the item that unlocks the Super Rod for me and my rules, the Smoke Ball. The Smoke Ball lets you run away from any Pokemon that you find without fail, which is important because the Pokemon that we're going to find with the Super Rod are incredibly high level. So any Pokemon above the level limit just do not count and I fish again until I find an eligible leveled Pokemon. That's how I'm going to do this. So with the Super Rod, you can actually find a really cool Pokemon here in Celestic Town, and it's something that I hope I could get. So I'm going to go ahead and give Goofy the Smoke Ball because I'm going to go ahead and try and get this encounter with the Goofmeister. Simply because it's a water type, and Goofy, you know, should be able to fight a water type, or resist a water type, rather. So I'm going to put Goofmeister up front with the Smoke Ball in hand, just to double check, because if not, we would be in Disaster Town, not Celestic Town. And yes, if I forget to attach the Smoke Ball and I'm unable to run away, not only is my encounter blown, and if Goofy dies, he's dead. There are no exceptions. That's my mistake. So let's be careful in the future, friends. Anyways, let's use the Super Rod and get my encounter for Celestic Town. There is a Pokemon here that I can't get that's not eligible, so I guess I'll just cut ahead to the Pokemon that I find. Oh, he got away. I guess you gotta be a little bit better of a fisherman to fish with the Super Rod. My bad, guys. My encounter for Celestic Town could potentially be a Corphish, first try, and it's level 40 as well, so it works. Okay, we have a level 40 Corphish. Yeah, this is the thing, and I'm worried about it. I did double check. The Pokemon that you can find here is Seaking, 5%, Crawdaunt, 5%, and Corphish, 30%, along with a Gyarados, which obviously would not count because we have a Gyarados. But I did double check this. Seaking, Crawdaunt, and Corphish all do get one-hit KO moves, which, you know, would kill my Pokemon since I'm a lower level. However, they don't get them until later in the life. So, this Corphish does not have Guillotine. We should be safe, and hopefully, we should be able to catch it with a Quick Ball. That would be really cool. Corphish, unfortunately, is level 40. I would have rather had a lower leveled one for different reasons that you guys will learn in the future, but hey, we caught ourselves a Corphish. So, luckily that went really well, and our Super Rod claws, or in my case, I'm calling it the Key Item claws, worked well. We got ourselves a Corphish, guys! Can you believe it? Yeah, Corphish is the ruffian Pokemon. Its hardy vitality enables it to adapt to any environment. Its pincers will never release its prey. Oh my god, I can just see him, like, Ripjaw in that thing. I'm not gonna name him Ripjaw. I might name him Ripjaw. But, like, grabbing up, like, a fish and, like, clutching it, and it's, like, strangling its neck, and it's just sitting there like, you will not be released. I get to see it, like, die. Like, Corphish is always like, coffee? She's like, grab, Caw! Beesh! As it slowly drains the life of its prey. Okay, I got a name for this thing. It's not Ripjaw, but it's what would happen to that poor little fishy. Oh, it's a female, too. Is that not just adorable? Aw. Actually, I could have named it after a Survivor Australian player. That would have been cool. It would have been a good one. Alright, I got a name for this guy, I guess. So what I was gonna name Corphish was Lockjaw, because it locks its prey. And yeah, while Lockjaw would be a cool name, it doesn't sound girly enough for a female. Not that this name does, but then after I said Lockjaw to myself, I thought, well, I can name it after Lockie from Survivor Australia Season 2. I thought that'd be cool, because Lockie, you know, he's prone to locking things in his pincers. But then I thought, well, since it's a female, let's name it after a female player from Australia Survivor Season 2. And it's not a normal name. It's not like Patricia or something. It's a name that would be interesting and not at first glance, oh, you named that after a human. Similar to Lockie, because it's not like a normal name. And neither is this. It might be in Australia, but it isn't here. So we're gonna go ahead and name this Corphish. It's also funny because this was an Olympic swimmer, which is awesome because this is a water type. I'm gonna go ahead and name this Corphish after the Olympian from Australian Survivor Season 2. We're gonna name this Corphish Ziggy. We have a Ziggy the Corphish. That's perfectly fine with me. I like that one a lot for a name. Cool, we got ourselves a Corphish. I'm proud of that. I was worried that we were going to get a Sea King, which, you know, isn't the end of the world, but I would have liked to have had a Corphish because I feel that's more unique. I could get a goldfish, well, a goldfish. I could get a Goldeen with the good rods, so there was really no point in going for a Sea King with the super rod. I wanted to show my moves with my awesome key items clause because I wanted to give it the chance. And it got a chance. We got ourselves a Corphish. Let's go ahead and check out Ziggy. No, I don't want to deposit my Pokemon. Let me check out a Ziggy, the Zigmeister Corphish. What do we got here? Dun dun dun. You hear it? Dun dun dun. It sounds like Jaws. Dun 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 dun. As it's coming up to lock in its prey. Beautiful. Yeah, we've got ourselves a calm-natured hyper cutter. Crawdon. Not Crawdon, but that's great. Night Slash and Crab Hammer. Buddy, watch out. Ziggy's gonna unleash her power. Ooh, that's gonna be such a cool Pokemon to use, potentially. I like it. I like her. She's cool. Let's continue on our adventure. Yee. We didn't take any damage, so let's just go. So, we've explored the town. Not much else to do other than enter the center. Ooh, I am on point today, friends. Let's do it. The past lives on in Celestic Town, where they hand out analog watches and they try to tell you stories of the past. Isn't it sweet? One day they'll all be dead and it'll be millennials here. Can you guys imagine in the future, like there's a Pokemon there's a Sinnoh region remake. Ooh, the King's Rock is great. A Sinnoh region remake. I hear barking. There's a Sinnoh region remake, but it's set 10 years in the future. All these old people are dead and it's just like a punk techno vibe town, and there's like glowing floors and stuff with like electronics everywhere, and this thing's been removed for like a video game store. I don't know. You guys can just see it. That's depressing, personally. Okay, let's do this. Who we leading with? I don't know if you have to fight what's his face right away. I'll lead with Douglas Dimmadome, owner of the Dimsdale Dimmadome. I feel like that's a great idea. Yeah, let's do it. I'm pretty sure this guy has a Dustox. I don't know, though. So, let's go for it. This town is insignificant. There's nothing of value here. It doesn't need to exist. It'd be better if it had a video game store. So I'm gonna blow it up with a bomb! If you try to mess with me, I'll shut you down, boy! Okay, this doesn't seem like something Destiny should be messing with. So what's it gonna be? Are you gonna mess with me? Or are you gonna step away, sit back, and watch the explosion? Well, while that sounds completely entertaining, random guy, I'm gonna go ahead and mess with you. It would be pretty funny. Just step back, watch him blow it up. Then we wouldn't have to deal with his grandmother at all. All right, now we're in Too Dark. What are we doing here, Grunt? He's got a Houndour. Well, that's not good. That's not good for Douglas Dimmadome, owner of the Dimsdale Dimmadome, of course. Doug, who you fighting with today? I have no idea, but we're about to find it out. A 6. Who's in slot 6? Rap God. She's gonna come out and bust this Houndour down. Yeah, down, yeah. You know what I'm saying? I don't know, though. She can't take too many hits. But, I mean, yeah, we have to. Douglas Dimmadome's weak to fire. A good old fire. I mean, Ember would not do that much damage, but Trap God should be fine. All right, Douglas Dimmadome, owner of the Dimsdale Dimmadome, come on back. Let's go for it. Trap God. Scream fly at this man. Why did you bite my bird? That seems like a big adult move for you to do there, Grunt Man. We're going to go ahead and scream fly into your ears so bad that you get hurt a little bit. Oh, very nice, Trap God. I appreciate the one-hit KO, and your Shell Bell is going to go ahead and heal you up a little bit. Ooh, she's so good. What do you have next? If it's a Dustox, that'd be beautiful. A Golbat. Well, since Trap God's already pretty high level, let's let Dimmadome fight the Golbat. That's why I led with Dimmadome. I kind of guessed, you know, a bug type and a Golbat. So my only concern here is I know we have to have another fight, and I was worried that it was immediately after, but now I remember that's not the case. So we'll be fine. Let's see if we can land a Thunderfang on this Golbat. We struggled with that last episode against a Golbat, I believe, but that's because we were confused, which we are Oh, our accuracy was lowered. But we're confused this time. We hit regardless. Douglas Dimmadome is like, nobody enters my Dimmadome and gets away with it. Wait, entered my Dimmadome? Excuse me. This is a PG channel. Stop that. I'll stop that right now. Dimmadome is not named after a person. He is named after a place. His name's not actually Douglas, but everybody called him Douglas. So he's Douglas Dimmadome, owner of the Dimsdale Dimmadome now. He's had a personality. He's had an identity crisis and an identity change at the beginning of our journey, but Douglas Dimmadome has been a very good member of our team. A very good boy. He's been basically the leader of the team in my eyes, even though he's not really the leader. He's like, he's been the team dad. You know, he's there. Everybody knows Douglas. Everybody respects Douglas. There's a mutual respect for him, of course. Anyways, this is the elder of Celestic Town, which is pretty cool. So we can finally deliver the old charm that Cynthia wanted to give us to take to her. Because this is her grandma. This is, yeah, her grandmama? Yeah, it's her grandmama. It's like our Blissey, you know, in the PC, except this is actually Cynthia's grandmama. I don't know who our grandmama is a grandmama too, but it isn't us. She's just a grandmama. She's not our grandmama. You know how it is. Anyways, she wants us to go check out the ruins. It's like she's baiting us. She's like, go into the ruins. There's something in there for you. There's another spacesuit man. Okay. So I went and healed up. Yeah, she wants us to go get baited into the space. She just disappeared. Oh, No, I don't believe that. I was really quick, and there's no way this old lady hobbled all the way back to her spot that quick. I'd expect her to be like face planted right here, and we'd have to go deliver some news to Cynthia. All right, what's wrong with me today? Let's not. All right, let's lead with Oswald. No. See, I'm worried because I know the guy that we're coming up against, yeah, he has 2 Pokemon good against Oswald. I'd want Oswald for one of his Pokemon, but it's not necessary. Once again, it's Plasmia sit out, and that's not something that I like. But, yeah, Dimmadome's good against it all, so, yeah. Let's do Dimmadome and see what we get. Sure. Let's do it. So let's check out the ruins. You guys are like, why are you preparing? The old lady just wanted you to check out the ruins. You're right, guys. Let's show our respect to the old lady of Celestic Town. You know, one of them. Because there's many. And see the ruins. Destiny's going to examine the ancient cave painting. She's going to step back and ponder it and go, yes, yes, of course. This is interesting. I can just see her like stroking her chin. Like, this is a very interesting thing. I can't believe this. I have the red chain right now. That's what's funny about this. Yeah. So this cave painting, she says there existed beings. 3 of them. So powerful they were considered deities at the time. 3 Pokemon with the power to match either being. The 3 kept a balance with each other, as if they formed a pyramid. It's an ancient legend of Sinnoh that it's still told in Celestic Town. And then here comes this guy. Also, I just want to say, this is like my favorite person in any Pokemon game of all time. And I have been waiting to have a oops, I didn't mean to say that. I meant I've been waiting to have a fight, but somehow it turned into, yeah, I've been waiting to have a battle with this guy since I started this playthrough. How did it get to that point? What's wrong with me today? This is gonna be one heck of a stream here in a little bit. Anyways, I've been looking forward to being able to voice this guy for what, 26 episodes now? The time has finally come. Well, I mean, he's showed up before, but this time he means business. All right, let's do it. I'd like to know more about that legend, if you will. And who might you be, youngster man? Not that this guy looks young at all. My name is Cyrus. I want to put an end to pointless strife and hostility. I'm seeking the power to create the ideal world. Thus, I want you to answer. The world today can't change because the 3 Pokemon kept it in balance. Is that what you're saying to me? Well, I wouldn't know, Sonny. I do know the world is in balance. I'm quite satisfied with the world the way it is. I have lived it for 90 years, you know. I'm not interested. Oh, Grandma has sass! Look, I'm not interested in your question, Sonny. Sass! It's like, hey, Grandmama, could I have some of your cookies? I'm not interested in your question. Oh my gosh. Cynthia, no wonder she's so hardened. She grew up with this lady. Plead ignorance, will you? What a pointless attitude. You fail to appreciate that the world is incomplete. I will change the world. As the first step, I will destroy this cave painting that you've protected all these years. He's rough, my dude. He's literally like, Old lady protect painting for thousands of years. I destroy painting! A new legend of the new world shall take its place. Am I wrong? If you feel that way, challenge me. Oh, you are absolutely wrong, my dude. The painting holds no meaning. It's a couple of stick figures on a wall. Go waste your time elsewhere. I know you, trainer. We met at Mount Coronet. Why would you want to protect this incomplete world? And this old lady, she means nothing to you. She's not even your grandma. As the boss of Team Galactic, I will show you the error of your ways. Alright, time for our first fight against Team Galactic BOSS CYRUS. Let's do this. There's only room for one team boss in this world, CYRUS. First up is Sneasel. It's a Dark Ice type, level 34. And I need your help, Douglas Dimmadome, owner of the Dimsdale Dimmadome. Let's do this. But before we start, you need to have a partner for this fight, as it is most certainly an important fight. I hope I get somebody that could handle, well, Dimmadome could handle them all, but ideally Plasmius will be the one to come out to the fray. Let's go for it! A 6, that's Trap God. That's not good, but you know what? That's what Fate had in store, because I've been thinking about this. I rolled that dice, and one of my, it bounced out of my circle, and a chord kind of stopped it, but in my mind, if anything interferes with the dice after it leaves my hand, that's just what Fate had in store. And we're gonna roll with the punches. 6 is our number. But we have Rock Smash, which is 4 times effective against Sneasel. As long as we don't get frozen solid, we should be solid, which is ironic. Rock Smash to Sneasel! Yeah, Dimmadome's attack stat's not very good, but if CYRUS does take the time to heal his Sneasel, the defense drop will seal its fate, and that's exactly what's going to happen. Sneasel is going to be healed with a Hyper Potion, but because the defense was lowered with Rock Smash prior, Rock Smash this time will seal this Sneasel's fate. There we go, Dimmadome! That's what I like to see. Alright, what is next? It could be his ace. It's not. It's Golbat. Alright, I'm going to stay in command with Dimmadome. Next up is Golbat. It's a poison flying type, and it's going to be level 34 as well. Dimmadome, I need you to do what you've been doing to Golbat. I need you to go ahead and blast this thing with a Thunder Fang. For those of you asking, why are you not using Rock Throw? It's stab. No, it's not. Thunder Fang's better in every sense. And I could paralyze it or flinch it, but we didn't do that. But luckily, Supersonic misses, which is great. I'm not going to outspeed once again with a Quick Claw, and we're going to get struck with an Air Cutter. It's not very effective, but it's special, so it does a little bit more than most of the other attacks would do. But Thunder Fang's gonna hit once again and take this Golbat right on out. Awesome work, Doug! There we go! Alright, and his final Pokemon is gonna be his ace, and since Dimmadome hit 39, Trap God and him are both 39, it's no big deal. I actually am not gonna do this with Dimmadome. Dimmadome would be able to take this Murkrow down no problem, but I want Trap God to come on in and show this Murkrow who the better bird is. Get back, Douglas! Let's go for this, Trap God. You show this Murkrow what you've got. You are most certainly the best bird in this region. Murkrow is his ace. It's a dark flying type, level 36. He warns me that I forced his hand, but unfortunately for him, that's not something that worries me. Trap God's gonna scream in this thing, tell it to fly. Get on out of here. Take to the skies, Murkrow. Fly away. Nobody wants to fight you. You're worthless. Trap God's better. Unfortunately, it has a citrus berry. Oop. What have I done? I shouldn't have done this. Should I? We're good. Okay. Okay. I'm in a bad place. So, you see, I'm in a bad place. You guys might be like, what? What's wrong? Well, you see, you guys can see the moveset on the layout. I would bet solid dollars that this thing has Pursuit. That kills me if I switch. If I heal, Dropek can crit and kill me. It would have killed me if that crit. So you see, I'm between I'm in a bit of a pickle. a bit of a tight spot, a bit of a rock and hard place, a bit of a big old pickle. So you see, I'm in a very bad place, and you might be like, it's not that bad. It's bad. If I heal, anticipating a Pursuit, that's good. If it uses Pursuit, great. I don't know if it has Pursuit. I would bet solid money it does. It's a dark type. It's probably got Pursuit. That will most certainly kill me at this health range. However, if I heal right now, to see if it uses Pursuit, then I'd probably be able to take a Pursuit if I switch after the first Pursuit. Right? But If I heal and it uses Drill Peck, we're in a worse position than we were before because it gets another chance to crit, and if it crits, it kills. Chatter won't kill it. I'm certain. Chatter did not do that much damage. The Hyper Potion healed just a little bit more than the Chatter did, and... well, that's not true, but you know what I mean. It healed just a little bit more than the Chatter would have done. It gave it just enough health to survive another one. Actually, I could fly. I don't know if fly would do more. And it could miss. You see? That's not good. Mimic does not strike turn 1, unfortunately. So, like, if it was Mirror Move, which I love that I got rid of before, that would have been kind of funny. What have I done? Dimmadome could have handled this Murkrow perfectly fine, yet I did this. I killed our Trap God. It's not over yet, though. So, Fly most likely does more damage than Chatter. Yeah, our special attack is much better, but... you see, I don't damage Calc in a fight. Now, you see, what I could do... wait, we could also be speed tied, which is horrible. I doubt that. Trap God's pretty fast. My thought is, say I outspeed, my best bet, probably, if thinking it has Pursuit, is to go for it. Chatter could either confuse it, or just straight up kill it. And, yeah, I'm not going to risk that. There's no way. Because it could outspeed me. But the Shell Bell would give me just enough health to survive, is what I was thinking. I'm not going to risk that. I'm going to use a healing item. I'm going to risk this and hope it uses Pursuit. But if it uses Drill Peck again, that'll kill me, you guys know. And it crits. If it crits, it has to crit. Which is, unfortunately, the only thing that we've had a death from. I can't lose Trap God like this. Why did I switch instead of Dimmadome? I'm like, Dimmadome can do this no problem. But I just wanted Trap God to do it because I love her. Normally, I baby Pokemon that are my favorite, but Trap God I always throw into the fight because I just believe in her so much, but this might be the time that she just ends up not being able to do it. Why did I do this? I'm gonna heal and just see what it does. I really hope I don't come to regret that. It did go for Drill Peck. Alright, please don't kill me. I'll switch next turn. I'll risk it. Good. Alright, it puts me in a worse spot. If it has Pursuit, you know what? Yes! Alright, Trap God, get back. Dimmadome, let's go for it. I realized that was super anticlimactic if it doesn't have Pursuit. I don't know. You guys can tell from the layout, but I don't look trainers up. I wasn't gonna just go crazy and not even think about the possibilities. I'm gonna plan everything out. And a Dark type at this level, it very likely does. So, I wasn't about to risk anything stupid. Alright, Dimmadome, make that Quick Claw strike, hit this thing with a Thunder Fang, and hopefully that'll be enough for Murkrow. I love how a Murkrow, of all things, was difficult. Oh man, I hope that thing has Pursuit so I don't look like an idiot. Well, I look like an idiot if it does because I switched, but I would have rather risked the switch than go for it because it would have just killed me if I didn't kill it, so. Scary. Definitely a really close call for Trap God. Her lack of defenses are really showing, but I'm not gonna give up on her. I won't. I can't. Remarkable. But Elder, your attitude told me what I needed to know. If the beings of time and space are brought together, they can't be stopped. Such a strange man. Oh, nonsense it is. Yeah, because it's not something you grew up with, old lady. Anyways, for doing that, we're gonna get an HM that belonged to Cynthia, but she no longer uses it. But we're gonna make great use of it. She's gonna give us HM03 Surf, so we can now surf across the water. That's insane. I love it. And not only that, but Goofy gets an incredible attack. And Goofy's also going to have 3 HM moves. Nobody pay attention to that. Goofy's not an HM slave. He's not. He's just not. But once we get to Canalave City, he'll be able to get rid of them. And then nobody can hate on Goofy for being our HM slave. Who uses their starter as an HM slave? Am I a speedrunner? Is this speedrunning? The butterfly meme, is this speedrunning? Obviously not. We're 40 hours into the file and we just got Surf. That's because it's a FateLocke and we had to train. I don't know why. Yeah, I don't know why it's so much playtime, personally. Anyways, Cynthia, hello, how you doing? if you were gonna come here anyways, why did I have to deliver your stupid charm? Right? Anybody else ever think that? It's like, it's like you're in your room and you holler out, and you're like, hey mom, you in the kitchen? Because you see her in the kitchen, and you're like, hey, can you get me a water, right? She gets a water, brings it to you, and then you get up 5 seconds later and go to the kitchen anyways. You guys ever do that? Personally, you know, it's happened. Anyways, we can now go to Canalave City, which is cool. I'm gonna heal up really quick, and we're gonna go ahead and do the route west of here really quick, and then I guess we'll start making our way to Canalave City. Alright, we're done healing. So, you know, I've been thinking about some things. I want to talk about quality. So, right now, this episode's 30 minutes, right? Right about now, it's around 30 minutes. And I think it's hilarious, because I could end the episode right there, give you guys a solid episode, and be done. But for some reason, I'm not satisfied with that. I love quality over quantity, and I think a nice, meaty 55-minute episode is much better quality than a 30-minute episode. But I'm genuinely curious about what you guys think about that, because I could be one of those Pokemon YouTubers that does 25 to 30 minutes or 20 to 25-minute episodes, like literally shells them out like crazy, you know, no care in the world, and give you guys probably almost daily videos. But I feel like that's like poor quality, and that's just me trying to shell out a video every single day, if you guys know what I'm saying. And I like to go ahead and give you 3 really solid episodes per week. I'm really curious what you guys think about that, because I was recently talking with another Pokemon YouTuber, one that does things a little differently than I do. And I was talking to him, and he had told me a couple of things that were quite unsettling about the Pokemon community. I guess we'll fight him with Pascal. Pascal's got a lot of defense. Sure, why not? I said, sure, why not? Yeah, sure, why not? So, he told me a couple of things that were kind of unsettling about the Pokemon community. It made me feel kind of sad and demotivated. Excuse me, Krogunk. Well, I didn't expect a Krogunk. It's probably not got a poison type attack, but I'll roll. It's a 3. Oh, what's in slot 3? An Oswald. Well, I mean, Oswald doesn't have too much to do against this guy either, but Krogunk, yeah, I have nothing to do against it with Pascal, so I guess we'll switch. But he told me that nobody nowadays does the videos like I do, obviously. Obviously, nobody really ever did. But there's like the norm for the Pokemon community is a animated intro and like intro moments, I think they're called, and all sorts of things like that. Pursuit's not very effective, so I might as well just triple kick. I should have just rock smash personally. But I haven't done any of that. I'm actually interested in doing that, because I don't feel like that changes the structure of my videos or the love of my videos at all. So I'm definitely looking into doing a face cam, because I don't do those in the future anymore. But I'm looking to, I don't do those for my videos, but I'm looking to do those in the future. I know a lot of people don't, probably don't really want me to, but for like overall quality and growth of the channel, it's important. The reason I didn't is because I felt like it took away from the content, but I feel like with me and my reactions to things, I feel like it's probably pretty important, and I'm sure a lot of you guys would enjoy it. It's just going to take some time to grow on you. It won't be in this series or Emerald. I'm not going to add it in the middle of a series, but definitely in the future, I'm looking to add it in my next series, perhaps, and maybe an animated intro and try that sort of thing out, because I don't feel like that takes away from the things that I do. Like, it doesn't take away from my Wedlocke or the love of a series or anything like that. It just heightens the quality. But another thing that he told me was people have these things on the, like, that they keep on the side while they record called a timestamp sheet or something like that. And anytime there's a layout made, like a timestamp timer, they'll just like make a mark in the timer so they can edit their video and like boom, boom, boom super quick. And to me, that feels so incredibly lazy. I look down on that drastically. I watch every video that I make twice or more, which I understand is a massive waste of time in the retrospect, but I am not comfortable or proud of the content that I put out. I'm not gonna feel good about it. And if I don't watch my video fully, I won't know if there's any mistakes for certainty, and I won't feel good about the content I put out, and therefore I don't want to put it out. It puts me in a bad mood, and I want to put out stuff that I know is solid. Whether it's pretty vanilla editing or not, I watch everything and make sure every edit I do is down to the frame. I make sure every frame of editing is the exact same as the episode before it and the episode before that. As ridiculous as that sounds, and as nobody in the human mind can notice these things for the most part, I do it anyways, because I know what happened, and if the quality is not up to my standards, I don't put it out. And to me, I feel like that's really important. I don't really know how lazy you can get, where you can't take an hour to edit your video. That's pretty sad. Like, there's some, like, look at my videos. I have death scenes in them when that happens. I have the animated backgrounds for gym leaders. I put their teams on the screen. That takes a lot of work and time for me to do all of that, but I feel like that quality looks so good, and I hope that you guys appreciate that sort of stuff, because I'm pretty sure I'm the only person that does that, because nobody takes the time to edit their videos, from what I've been told. And it's kind of depressing, because it puts me in a depressive mood thinking, do people even care about these things? Like, I care about it, which is important, but do the viewers really care about these things? Because I'm worried that I'm never going to be able to grow to a really big size, because everybody's so used to the norm that their favorite creators put out. And if that's the case, when they click on my videos and see all the work put into it, it's sad, as weird as it sounds, is it possible that they look at it and think, work? This is stupid. Like, is the audience of these bigger creators geared to not like quality? Or am I losing my mind and that's just how the YouTubers do it, but the viewers will like anything? Like, I'm just hoping that it's appreciated, as sappy as it sounds, because I don't want to stop putting love and work into my videos, because I love it. I love how I replay it and the backgrounds are animated. I love to see how every series I have done has come so far since I started. I think that's really cool. And I really hope you guys notice that too. So I think this girl has either a Noctowl or a Medicham. That's why I was kind of worried about what I was leading here with, but yeah, Noctowl. Okay, I don't know who I led with. Plasmius, I think. Hopefully that's fine. Who we fighting with? A 4. Catherine and her Noctowl, and Plasmius, and I believe Dimmadome. I'll just Thunderbolt it and we'll call it a day, but I'm curious. Pascal. Okay, yeah. That would have been a bad roll if we needed a partner. But yeah, I was kind of sad about that, because obviously my videos aren't the standard for the Pokemon community. But to me, I guess how I view that, that's unique, and that makes my stuff worth watching over somebody else's. I don't know how the usual viewer of a Pokemon video looks at it. I'm curious, if you're watching this video and you watch me, but you also watch bigger Pokemon creators, the people that do randomizers and all of that, I'm really curious, if you do watch those people, please comment down below. What do you look for in a Pokemon video? What do you like about it? Do you not, is it the commentary? Is it the editing? Is it the person? Like what exactly is it? Because I'm genuinely interested in finding out what makes a viewer want to watch Pokemon content. Is it the fact that they do randomizers, and the fact that I don't, does that deter you, but you liked me anyways? Like, I'm genuinely curious, because I'll never understand the appeal of the randomizer. I understand the appeal of it at the start, when they first started happening, because it was new and exciting. But now it is bogged down and everybody does it, and it's so boring. When you find out my videos aren't, does that deter you, or does that make you think, this is like the only person that does this? I have to figure this, I have to watch this. This is awesome. Like, you wouldn't be able to tell if this is a randomizer or not. Like, if I said it was a randomizer, you'd believe it, because everybody does it. You don't know what the regular trainers have. Nobody does, because nobody plays the regular games. I think that's hilarious, personally. I don't know. I'm thinking of changing some things for my next series, because my next series is going to be, I'm just going to say this right now, I've hinted to it a little bit. My next series that I do, my next Wedlocke, my main series thing, after Emerald and Platinum, is going to be, hold on, a 1. Just in case they're all Bronzor, I'll say Goofy. But just in, my next series is going to be the hardest, most brutal challenge I have ever attempted on the channel. but I'm also going to change a whole bunch of things. Not bad things. I could probably kill this with a triple kick. I'm not worried about extra sensory. I've got a lot of special defense and I'm 10 levels higher. But what I'm saying is I'm going to change a whole lot of stuff. I would like to have webcam. I'm always going to make my own layouts for my solo series. If I ever do a series with somebody else, I'll probably have graphics made just because the other person, it'll be easier for them overall. But for my, wait, I rolled a 1 and I picked Goofy, that's right. But I'll always work on my own layouts for my solo series because I find the detail that goes into my layouts is just, I'm gonna get more out of something I make than something an artist makes because they don't know what I want. Like, they don't know the detail that I would like. Like, somebody, if I commissioned a platinum layout, I would have got your basic, it would have looked nice, I would have got your basic platinum Nuzlocke layout from a graphic artist. But from me, you get the mystery dungeon icons. You get the fight boxes on the side when I fought Cyrus. You would get the dice on the screen. You get detail. You don't get detail like that when you commission it. And I think over time, I've made some really nice layouts. So I'm never going to change that. I might commission logos, like a logo on the layout. Like my logo I made for this series looks okay, but I'm not too good with logos. I might commission something like that, commission a thumbnail, commission an animated intro. I'd like to learn how to make one of my own, but that's probably going to take time. But I'd like to have like a nice animated intro or whatever to go with my series because I know that's cool. I'd like to start trying things like that. But my series and the personality and the quality and the things I feel would never change. It would just be like an up in quality, if you will. Is the thought anyways. I'll lead with Goofy. I don't know what this guy could have, but Goofy sounds like a good idea. I don't know. He's also the lowest level. He's a ninja boy. I knew that much, but I'm guessing like some sort of like bug type maybe. I have no idea. But Ninja Boy Nick? I haven't been guessing names at all. Is it an end of an era? A 2. I don't think it's an end of an era. I can kill this one. Dibidome's in slot 2, and he's a high level. He's not in slot 2, is he? Yeah, he is. Okay. But I want to try that. I'm gonna have a webcam. Maybe have moments where, like, if something crazy happens, I'll cut to the webcam or whatever. Let me know about that, you know. Just try a whole bunch of new things. Have an end screen, you know, that links to my old series. Just a big boost in quality. Krogum. Yeah, that's fine. But that's the thoughts anyway. It's going to be one of the hardest challenges I've ever done on the channel, which is going to be really cool. And hopefully that'll be the only solo series I've got at the time. And maybe I'll have a collab with somebody at the same time. I've got big plans for the channel, and I hope that making little changes like that are things that all of my fans will still love and appreciate, but hopefully be able to draw in a whole new audience that is used to those type of edits and those types of things, if that makes sense. Because I don't ever want to look like I don't really edit my videos, because, like, yeah, they're very vanilla edited, you know. They're, you know, just the layout, no face cam, and a couple of cool edits here and there, but I don't do too much with it. I still watch through absolutely everything and make sure everything looks as good as I can possibly make it. It's just, I don't know how to do crazy and cool edits. And I feel like that kind of takes away from the video itself. Because I hope you guys are here for my commentary and my personality, but I know you guys are also here for the challenge. So I try to give a good balance of both. Take away from the challenge to go ahead and give talks like this and tell stories and stuff, while also building the narrative of our channel and talking about our team and the stories and things that have happened, you know, over the course of our playthrough and stuff like that. So I'm really looking forward to that, and hopefully introducing a whole bunch of changes over the next series or two that just are overall nothing but a good change, if that makes sense. So with that being said, oh, that's another thing is I forgot to add, and the next series, I also would like to maybe make shorter episodes so I could try to do it daily, but still have a goal for each episode that gets completed. That's the thing. I always start my episodes like, okay, we're going to make it to Canalave City this episode. And, you know, if I don't, it was still a long episode, is the goal anyways. Now, this one is probably already up to 50 minutes. I probably should end it here. That's what's always hard for me is, when do I stop? You guys know what I'm saying? Because next episode, ideally, I'd like to make it to Canalave City and then go back to everything that I can do now that I have Surf. I was going to get a Pokemon here, but I'm not getting a Pokemon with a rod. I'm getting a Pokemon in the grass. So yeah, I guess we'll just do that next episode. But yeah, in the next episode, we're going to go ahead and make our way to Canalave City. Once we get to Candelave City, we'll explore everything we can before we are across the bridge, because I'm not going to fight our rival next episode, most likely. Actually, yeah, I probably will. I might. And then we'll go ahead and go back to everything that I can do now that I have Surf, because I want to go ahead and get all those items and things out of the way. And then we'll go ahead in the next episode after that, we'll go ahead and fight our rival. And actually, we'll probably fight our rival next episode. And then after that, we'll probably go ahead and take on our next gym challenge of the game against Byron. Wow. We're all so close to the end of the game already, it seems. Like, this game starts slow, but it really picks up speed fast after you start making some progress. Anyways, guys, with that being said, I hope you guys enjoyed this episode. And if you did, a like is appreciated. It helps out a great deal. And if you want to see more Pokemon Nuzlocke variants like the FateLocke here, feel free to subscribe. And until then, I'll catch you guys in the next episode. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you guys then.